Hi everyone, welcome back to WHU TV. It's nice to see you. I hope you're keeping well and have kind of calmed down by the time you've seen this match reaction to West Ham 0, Everton 1. As you would have seen from the intro, got new music. The intros are back. I found a very good editing software, so I hope you guys have enjoyed the intro. As always, guys, this video is sponsored by the channel sponsor, 3retro.com. Please click the link in the description below that will take you directly through to the West Ham section of their website. But as you can see from the icon that's up here, there, where are we? There even. There's also Everton retro gear as well for that matter, along with track jackets, polo shirts, sweatshirts and t-shirts made by Admiral and Umbro. I'm afraid, guys, if there's any Everton fans watching, I'm afraid there isn't that many shirts available. But guys, for any purchases you do make through the link in the description below, the commission that the channel would normally be getting, as I always say, I'll be sending on to the charity Iron Supporting Food Banks. They're based in the Newham area and they're helping those in the Newham area and the Essex County and further afield for that matter to help put food on the tables for those that have been really struggling over the last 4 to 5 years. So guys, go grab yourself a really nice retro shirt. You'll be saving yourself a few quid in comparison to the club shop, and you'll be helping those the less fortunate than you and I. So guys, let's start off as we always do by talking about the team sheet. Now normally we'd have Dennis discussing it with me, but at the time, as for those that went to the game, the weather was awful, raining on and off, and I didn't want to risk filming it with my camera. Sorry, my phone, I should say. So let's talk about the team sheet. In goal, as predicted, was Areola, with a back four of Soufal, Zuma, Agued and Creswell coming in for the suspended Emerson, Alvarez and Ward-Prowse in the defensive midfield positions, with Bowen, Kudus and Paquetá in the midfield supporting Antonio up front. So I got the back 3 out of 4 spot on. I got the defensive midfield positions spot on. I got the midfield position spot on, although I do disagree with how Moy set us up. I think Kudus should have been out on the left hand side and Paquetá in midfield, but it was the other way round, and Antonio shouldn't have played and was again inconsistent as he always is. Now, one of the reasons for that was because it looks like Mubama may be injured. There's something going on with him, as he wasn't in the under-21s game the other night in the squad that I was able to see, and he wasn't on the bench today. So that's a bit of a worry from that point of view. But let's talk about the opening first 10-15 minutes. Both sides had some very good chances. We had some very good chances as well, for that matter. For example, Paquetá tracking down the right-hand side. Antonio tracking down the right-hand side. Passes it to... no, it was Paquetá, apologies. Yeah, Paquetá running down the right-hand side. Passes it to Mo Kudus in the middle of the position. Didn't seem confident. Passed it to Antonio, who fluffed it. Kudus could have scored. He really, really could have scored. And Everton had some really good chances as well, for that matter. So as a result of it, you know, we're going in the but there wasn't much more to talk about. Everton played really well in both halves. To be fair, they were the better team and deserved the 3 points. However, going into the half-time break 0-0, there were worrying signs once again. I really don't understand how David Moyes completely ignores these. I really don't get it. I don't understand. I mean, I could understand from one point of view the reason why no changes were done at half-time, but we were terrible. We were awful for the majority of the first half, and especially for the second. I mean, Calvert-Lewin's goal on the 51st minute, if I remember correctly. Let me just double-check the scoreline here. Where are we? Yeah, the 51st minute. To be fair, from an Everton point of view, it was a good goal to score. It really, really was. You know, literally about 20-25 seconds beforehand, they tried the attack. Didn't work. James Ward-Prowse clears it out in the second half. And somehow it gets to Antonio. He slips over. There's no other way to describe it. It slips over. The Everton get back possession, and boom, it's a great roll from Calvert-Lewin into the far post. I do think Areola can get there to a degree. It's difficult, but he's in the right positions to make a bit more of an effort than he did. Don't get me wrong, Areola made some great saves in the first half. He really, really did. And likewise in the second as well, for that matter. I mean, there's always a jinx that we've mentioned a few times, that if we kick off down in the Trevor Brooking end, It's never a good omen. It never is. It never and ever is. I think we've only won once out of the times where the opposition team have kicked on from the Bobby Moore. I think genuinely once in the 11, 12 years I've been a season ticket holder. I do genuinely, on a permanent basis, of course. I do think it's been few and far between. Now, let's not forget, let's talk about the first half quickly. I know I appreciate I'm bouncing around a few bits, but explain to me, guys, genuinely, explain to me how this happened, or didn't happen, as the case would be, right? Tarkowski comes into Kudus. Kudus is on the floor. Tarkowski kicks him in front of the referee. Kudus jumps up and retaliates as a result. Pickford comes out and has a go at Kudus, blah, 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 blah. It's all kicking off, right? Kudus gets booked for the reaction. Pickford gets booked for being a prick, quite frankly. How the hell has Tarkowski not been sent off? Genuinely, guys, comments in the comment section below. I don't understand how that didn't happen. It's ridiculous. He booted him. If we can see it down the Bobby Moore lower, how the fuck can this referee not see it? And just to bring up the referee again, the twat's name was Stuart Atwell. I've always had issue with him. There's another level he's on today. He's on my blacklist as far as I keep saying goalkeepers for some stupid reason. As far as referees are concerned, honestly, I do not understand how that man is getting game time. I really, really don't get it. I don't understand it. The man is so poor. Everything went Everton's way. Now, I'm not saying that the referee's decisions were proving to be West Ham's downfall. I'm not. We were shit. We were absolutely terrible for the majority of that game. You know, as far as I'm concerned, Mo Kudus and, to a lesser extent, Areola stroke Soufal were the better players out there. Creswell was playing very, very well, putting a lot of effort. You can see it was his first game of the season. Yeah, but Kudus was my man of the match. He really, really was. Now, the substitutions made no sense. Yeah, Souček coming on for Ward-Prowse on the 73rd minute. Ben Rama coming on for Antonio on the 57th minute. Now, that made sense to me. That made sense. But taking off a shit player and bringing on a shit player doesn't help. Granted, there wasn't exactly many defensive options, but the stupid thing is, right, 5 minutes to go before the end of the game. Yeah, before the 90. Mavropanos should have come on for Creswell, but no, he puts on fucking Danny Ings. Aguerd goes to left back, and we are left centre back for about 20 seconds. And it changes to a back four again, and you know, because Souček automatically drops back down in there. But it was just, it's frustrating, it's irritating, but the plus side of it is we are still 9th in the table with 14 points after 10 games. It's just, something has to change, guys. Now, I'm not saying David Moyes out in any shape or form, because not only is David Moyes at fault for this, so are the players. So are the players. But guys, thank you very, very much for your time. Put your comments in the comment section below. The worrying thing is Alvarez and Paquetá picked up another booking today, and they are both on 5 bookings, and as a result of it, they are both suspended. Now, they should be suspended only for the League Cup, but we'll wait and see. But in the meantime, guys, thank you very, very much for your time. Put your comments in the comment section below. If you haven't already done so, please do like, share and subscribe. The preview for the Arsenal game will be shot tomorrow night, depending on how quickly I can get it up. It will either be going out on Monday night or it'll be going out on Tuesday. One of the two. But in the meantime, guys, look after yourselves. As I say, put your comments in the comment section below. Take care, and I'll see you very, very soon. All the best now.